FoodTruckr School is now in session. This is episode 25. What's up, everybody? Pat Flynn here, your host of the FoodTruckr School Podcast. We are here to help you take your food truck business to the next level. Whether you're just starting out or you're a veteran in this industry, this is the show for you. Today we have an amazing guest on the show, Jacquie Berglund from FINNEGANS. She's the CEO of FINNEGANS, and they have a reverse food truck. That's right, I said a reverse food truck, where they actually collect food instead of giving food. And then 100% of the profits go toward fighting the hunger. You're going to hear just how much of a big deal this has become and what it's done for Jacquie and her brand at FINNEGANS, some of the struggles that she's had along the way as well, and also her favorite part about this and how you can have a reverse food truck too. So let's get to that interview with Jacquie. What's up, everybody? I'm so excited for today's episode because we have Jacquie from FINNEGANS, and you have to hear what this company, what Jacquie's doing. This is so amazing. I don't know if you've ever heard of a reverse food truck before, but this is exactly what they're doing. So Jacquie, first of all, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thanks so much for having me, Pat. I'm very excited to be chatting with you today.
Please tell us, what is a reverse food truck?
Okay, it is such a fun idea, and I would love to say that I was a super clever person that came up with it.
Oh, nice.
But our ad agency actually did.
Okay.
But what I can tell you is that when I was in the meeting with them and they talked about this idea, it was like my hair was on fire. I thought this was the smartest thing I've ever heard of. And basically, the way that this connects to our FINNEGANS brand is that we are a beer company that donates 100% of our profits to feeding the hungry. And so that's what we do all day long. And the reverse food truck, instead of selling food, the FINNEGANS reverse food truck actually collects food. So it is like a movable, it looks just like a food truck, but it's a movable food drive. Basically. That's
so cool. I mean, this is such a great idea. It's sort of like, instead of having people come to a food bank and delivering food, or trying to go out of their location to drop off something, you are going to them. And that is
exactly.
Amazing.
And the really neat thing, Pat, that we didn't expect was that when we got the word out that we were doing this reverse food truck, I mean, the whole thing, it went international. There was so much media and so much traffic that it took down our website. And, we had no idea that this was that good of an idea. And so then we got bombarded with all of these requests to bring it to events like beer festivals and county fairs. And, I mean, people are saying we would love to have just this giving piece in the events that we're throwing. And so then we find ourselves being asked to go to corporate company picnic parties, and I didn't realize it was going to become like a full-time job.
Yeah, I mean that is so amazing, though, and thank you for doing what you do and helping feed the people who are in need of food, and this is just amazing. I think I bet for people who come in and give food, it just is a great feeling for them too, right?
Oh, absolutely. And I think it's so fun. People, we make it fun, and people are like, I want to make a difference, and you just made it really easy. You've got this truck here, and we take non-perishable food items, but we also accept cash donations, and we can swipe a credit card. And so all of the money, if we collect money, that money goes to purchasing fresh produce from local farms, and that produce goes to local food shelves.
That is so cool. Can you tell us kind of what it was like when you got started? So this idea comes out of the agency. You're loving it. What were some of the first steps to kind of make this happen?
So basically, when they told us the idea, and I'm located in Minnesota, and so this idea was presented to me last year on December 4th. It's blizzard weather, it's snowing, it's freezing, and they said, Jacquie, we think we need to roll this reverse food truck out for St. Patrick's Day because we have an Irish beer, and so this all lines up. And so we literally had 2 months to source the truck, to get the truck painted and wrapped and ready to go. And so it was a matter of really reaching out to our community partners, like Mako, they're the paint people, they donated the paint. We had so much community support to help us meet this really tight deadline to get the truck out there.
That is really cool, though. Everybody getting involved, spreading the word. It is now December 5th, actually. So you said you started December 4th. Happy birthday to the truck.
Yeah, thank you. You know what? I didn't even realize that until you just said it. It's a year anniversary in a day of the idea of the reverse food truck.
Yeah, that's really cool. And you said you serve beer on the truck, too? People can purchase beer on the truck? Is that how it works?
So
or?
Actually, we have a beer company. So Finnegan's is a beer company in Minnesota. We're actually in the whole Midwest, and we are like the Newman's Own model. We donate 100% of our profits to feeding the hungry. So the beer, so this reverse food truck is really a way for us to have a billboard out there about our brand and our mission, and really connecting the dot of feeding the hungry and getting the community engaged in hunger issues. And so it really brings a full circle for us with our brand and gives us a new way to spread our message and what we do.
That's so cool. It sounds like everybody is a winner here.
Yeah, everybody wins. And, the neat thing is that, so we rolled this thing out, and so it's been a year. What we've learned is there are now 6 new reverse food trucks. We have inspired, there's a reverse food truck in Ottawa, Canada, one in Dallas, Texas, one in Sacramento, one starting this March in Minot, North Dakota, and one in Memphis, Tennessee. And the neat thing is when these food banks would be contacting me to say, Jackie, we heard about this. How did you do it? We want to do it. And I said, okay, attached is my budget. Here's how much it cost us. Here's how we did it. You can use anything except my logo. And so we really just, open source everything. And so our goal is to have fleets of reverse food trucks out there across the globe.
That would be amazing. If somebody was interested in starting their own, can they contact you, or how would they get started on that?
Absolutely. Go to the Finnegan's website, finnegans.org, and there's a button on there that's for Finnegan's information, and then we collect all that and we send that. We're happy to share. Our job is to inspire and engage others to help alleviate hunger. So we're happy to share everything we can to help others get started and start their own reverse food truck.
You're amazing, Jackie. Thank you. Can you tell us approximately what the cost was to put this together for people out there who are listening and interested?
Well, the hilarious thing is that our truck, we bought a 1983 Chevy Tool truck. Nice. So this truck was $3,700 is what we paid, and it didn't really start very well. So we had to bring, I would have bought a little newer truck in hindsight. But really, all things told, it probably came to about $12,000 for the wrapping and the painting and all that. And then we have to add on top of that the insurance and the gas and those kinds of things. So we're budgeting at about $17,000 a year, for the truck to be on the road and we get asked to go to events that are pretty far away. So you have to budget for those kinds of things.
Right. And there aren't necessarily licenses or anything because you're collecting food, right? You're not selling it.
Exactly. So we're just collecting food and we get invited to events and there's no charge or, we just create an opportunity for people to give and raise awareness about hunger.
Wow. Raise awareness about hunger, but also raise awareness about Finnegan's and how awesome they are.
Yeah, and our brand and what we do. And that we are actually next to Newman's Own. We are the longest running social enterprise with a 100% donation model in the country. So, and Newman's Own is a great inspiration to me. I'm a big fan of Paul Newman and what he created. And we are the second longest running. We've been doing it for going on 15 years now. That's
amazing. If somebody was interested in starting this, is this a full-time thing? I'm wondering if people are like, oh, well, if it's 100% profit, how would I actually, get paid and continue to make a living?
Yeah, well, it's actually a business model run similar to like a nonprofit company. We pay our bills, we pay our salary, and then we donate everything after that, which is exactly the Newman's Own model. So it is something that you can create. I believe that you can create profit and make profit and also do good with that profit and run a sustainable business.
I love that. So take us through the journey of a can of food or something that gets donated. What happens after it gets on the truck? Where does it go? How does it get to the hunger?
Okay, so with every state where we sell our beer, we have one food bank partner in each state. So in Minnesota, the food group is our food bank partner, and so we collect. We have big barrels, and we collect the food in the truck, and then they come and they collect it from us, and they weigh it. So we always let folks know how much food we raise, how many pounds, and they make sure that it gets out to the food shelves in those communities. So we have a partner who that's in their wheelhouse, and we just get out there and collect the food, and they help get it where it needs to go.
That's really cool. For you, Jackie, what's your favorite part about all this?
Oh my gosh, my favorite part is really seeing people, creating a space for people to give. where they maybe wouldn't have thought about it before. And we created, I think Finnegan's is very innovative. If you're going to go buy beer and buy a high quality beer, why don't you buy ours? Because you're going to help feed people in your neighborhood, right? And with the Reverse Food Truck, you're throwing a party, you're throwing an event. Why not have the Finnegan's Reverse Food Truck there and create an opportunity for people to give back? So it really is, I think we create fun ways, win-win ways for folks to make a difference. And that just brings me absolute joy.
I love that. And now, since starting over a year ago, or just with the idea on December 4th, what have been the hardest parts about doing all this? Because I think a lot of people listening to this would be jazzed, excited about it, and it just sounds like everything was perfect. Has it been perfect all the way through?
It went really great. The only thing I didn't realize, I wasn't expecting the big response that we got. And so that just, like, it was on ABC.com, GoodMorningAmerica.com, Huffington Post. I had TV channels from France calling, wanting to do stories. And so it created this, we are a really lean staff at Finnegan's. There's a total of 5 full-time people running this beer company and this truck.
Wow.
And so it became like this full-time job managing the Reverse Food Truck, and just all the excitement and attention around it. And so I guess I in hindsight, I think I would have been more prepared and already had a couple of interns lined up to help. But you know what I mean? Just if I would have anticipated how the excitement and energy around it, I would have been a little more prepared. So we all kind of scrambled and spent some super long hours trying to keep the wheels on the wagon.
Right. Well, too much traffic to a website is a good problem to have. Although
it really is within your firefighting, it's like people want to find out, and it's like, your website's down, and like, we're working on it.
Yeah.
So I guess I would have been a little bit more thoughtful on the front end of how this could have potentially blown up in a very positive way.
That's super cool. I love this story, Jackie. Jackie, are you full time on this truck, or are you in the brewery as well? Like, how much of your time is spent on the truck?
I would say that we have a full-time FinTurn, we call them FinTurns, that manages the truck schedule, and so, which is fantastic. So we hire FinTurns to help us with that, and then I do a lot of speaking about it, and I guess I'm responding to inquiries and helping others to start their trucks. I mean, we definitely spend some quality time, because I'm just a big believer in the concept, and I think the more folks we have out there doing this, the more hungry people we're going to help. So it's a big priority for our brand.
I love it. Jackie, this has been amazing. Everybody go to finnegans.org and check out the Reverse Food Truck. If you're in Minneapolis, go and donate food. I mean, this is the time of year, and for those of you listening to this in the future, I mean, there's never not a good time to give, and there's nothing more special. At least I have a 4-year-old son now, and we're really big on trying to show him how amazing it is to give. And it always comes back in one way, shape, or form down the road,
Oh, gosh, it's always, I believe, in the circle of what goes around comes around. And what a great job for you, Pat, to be exposing your child at such a young age to giving. That's wonderful.
Thank you, Jackie. I'm definitely going to, somehow, some way, shape, or form, he and I are going to find the Reverse Food Truck somewhere, because I think this is so cool.
I think that'd be awesome. And you make sure you let me know about it, okay?
I will. I mean, how could you forget this? There's a big truck that pulls up and you're not getting anything, you're giving, and like, you cannot forget that. So especially for a little kid, like, that would be pretty cool, I think. So for everybody out there, again, finnegans.org, we'll have the notes up on the website. I'll talk more about that after we hang up. And Jackie, just thank you so much for your time and everything you do, and best of luck to you and Finnegan's and everybody that you're working with.
Oh, thank you so much, Pat, and my best to you, and you have a wonderful holiday season.
Happy holidays. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, I hope you enjoyed that interview with Jacquie Berglund. Amazing, just incredible. Seriously, check them out, finnegans.org, and you can find the Reverse Food Truck there. It's just so cool what people are thinking of these days, and I think this is perfect. And maybe if you are struggling to find that food truck idea and you still haven't started yet, maybe a Reverse Food Truck is in order for you and your community. So again, check it out, finnegans.org. We were with Jacquie Berglund, and you can get all the show notes and links at foodtruckr.com/25. Thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it. If you had a second, if you wanted to give back to us, we do this for free, and create these podcasts and get these interviews set up and stuff for you to help you as much as we can. If you wanted to help us, all you have to do is go to iTunes and leave a quick review for the FoodTruckr Podcast. Just find us there. We'll see you. Thanks so much. Happy holidays to you and yours, and we'll see you in the next episode of FoodTruckr School.